Okay. Got that out of the way. Do you live here in town then?
Yes, sir.
How long have you lived here?
Probably a year and a half, somewhere like that.
Where are you from?
Arco, Idaho, originally.
Were you kind of born and raised?
Yep.
Okay. What do you do?
I'm an electrician.
Where are you working at?
I'm at Chobani.
Oh, yeah.
The Uber plant.
Helping them get all that put together.
Mm-hmm.
When do they expect to be done with that?
I don't know. They expect to be operational from one standpoint. I mean, not fully operational, but a little bit of production by December. But other, full production, I have no idea.
Have you been out there since the start of it?
I think I originally started in like February.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
What kind of things do you do on your days off?
My days off, well, I don't get many. I get Sunday off.
Oh, are you supposed to be at work today?
Yes.
Did you call in or?
Yep. I was at Crest with my boss.
Oh.
So, and he had left, and immediately after all this happened, I tried to call him. My phone died, and then as soon as I got home and plugged it in, I let him know, and I called him before I came down here.
Oh, what's his name?
Derek.
Derek
Foot.
Derek Foot? Okay, so he knows. Did you tell him you just weren't coming in at all today, or going to be late, or what did you tell him?
I texted him, and I said I'm pretty beat up, and I may not make it in. If I do, I'll get in there as soon as I can. Talked to him this morning, and I said I'll try to get there as soon as I can, but there's no guarantees. So.
Okay. He was okay with that?
Yeah.
Okay. Well, like I said, we're just kind of figuring out what happened out there tonight, and I don't know how much TV or whatever you watch, but typically, before you talk to a detective or anything like that, they usually advise you of your Miranda rights.
Sure.
Are you familiar with those?
Yes, sir.
Okay. I'm going to go ahead and advise you of your Miranda rights because it's kind of standard operating procedure. Anytime I talk to somebody, it protects you, it protects me, it protects everybody involved, but it makes you aware of kind of what's going on. Okay? The first one is you have the right to remain silent.
Sure.
You understand what that means?
Yep.
Anything you say can and will be used against you in a court of law. Okay. You have the right to have an attorney present with you while you're being questioned.
Okay.
If you cannot afford to hire an attorney, one will be appointed to represent you at no cost.
Okay.
And you have the right to stop answering questions at any time.
Sure.
Do you understand those rights?
I do.
Okay. And you're down here voluntarily on your own?
Yes, I am.
You volunteered to come down here and talk to us?
Yes.
And tell us what happened?
Mm-hmm.
And I would like to know what happened tonight.
Okay. Could I ask you a question?
Sure.
Is this guy okay? Is he?
I haven't heard the latest on him yet.
Okay.
But obviously he was involved in a fight as well. And so I'm just trying to piece it together what happened.
Okay.
And once I get some more information, I'll let you know.
Sure. Okay.
I'd just like to know kind of from your point of view as to what happened tonight, how this started.
Sure. Like I said, I was there with my boss. Got dropped off there from some of my friends. I was there for a few hours.
What time did you get down there?
My buddies were going to a movie, and I think it started at, I'm not sure when it started, 9 or 9:30.
And when you say buddies, who is it that you're...
Cayde Lish, which that's where they picked me up from.
Okay.
Yeah, and his good friend Brent Hilliard, I think his dad's actually the chief of police. Brent Hilliard and his wife.
Okay. And they were going to go see a movie?
Yeah, they were going to go see a movie, and they wanted me to go, but my boss, I wanted to hang out with him, so they dropped me off at Crest.
Okay. And that was around 9?
Yeah, I'm going to say somewhere around 9.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
And then what happened from there?
From there I went in, met Derek, sat down, a few other guys I work with were there, had some drinks, talked, And eventually, everybody, you know, it was time to go home. We both had to work today, so we decided to go home. I went outside, and I was talking to a random girl that I think she had a cousin that I went to school with. Anyway, I was talking to her, and
Do you know her name?
I can't remember her name.
Okay. And it was outside though?
Yeah, it was right out front. Yeah, right out front.
And Derek, right?
Mhm.
Your boss, he'd already left at this
Yeah, he
point.
was gone.
Did he drive or did he get a cab?
I'm not sure, you know, because we were all talking and everything. He was talking about how he was going to go home, and I went out back on the patio, and I was talking to some people, and by the time I came back in, he had already left. So I'm not sure how he got home. I know he lives pretty near to Cayde Crest in some apartments, so he may have walked. I'm not sure.
Okay. So you're out front, you're talking to
Yeah,
some girl, you know, her cousin or something?
Yeah, I went to school with her cousins, you know, and we got to talking, and a kid came out, and I was talking to her, and he said something, and I can't remember, it was something derogatory, something negative. He said something negative, and I looked over, and I recognized him, and I recognized that this kid had started some drama before at a bar, and I'm not even sure what his name is. He just knows my friend Cayde. They're like previous acquaintances or something.
Okay.
Anyway,
so you've seen this kid before?
I have seen him before, yes.
And
And the last time that I saw him was at the Pocket, and he had started some drama there.
What do you mean by drama?
Just saying derogatory, negative things, trying to start a fight, basically.
Okay. Do you recall anything, like what he would have said?
I remember what he said at the Pocket when I saw him previously.
What did he say then?
And this wasn't the same night, this is weeks ago.
Right.
He told me that, you know, my best friend, his name is Cayde, my name is Cayde, we're always with each other. He made a statement that he figured that we were gay because we hang out with each other so much. And he had some buddies that, you know, that joined in on the, and I've never even met the kid, you know, and he's called me gay. Anyway, that's what started the whole deal, and that's where I recognize him from.
Did it ever get physical over at the Pocket?
At the Pocket, no. He did have some friends that told me they're going to wait for me in the parking lot. But when I left, they weren't there. They didn't see me. I don't know. They weren't there. So.
And this was a couple weeks ago?
Yes.
Okay. So you're outside Cayde Crest, and
outside Cayde Crest,
and
talking to a girl.
And this kid says something again.
He says something negative, and I look over and recognize him and said, "Oh, you're that kid that called me my buddy gay."
From the Pocket.
Yeah, and from there, you know, he said something. I said something. We got into a discussion, getting kind of heated. His girlfriend, I remember her, you know, getting pretty heated too.
Do you know her name?
I don't know her name.
Okay.
I'm not even sure what his name is, and he may have told me, but I can't remember. Anyway, we're getting into a pretty heated discussion. Wait for my cab pulls up, but it's somebody else's, and I take off. And
so you'd called a cab by this point?
Yeah, I called the cab. I called the cab inside the bar, and I was outside just waiting for it.
Just waiting for it.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
And my cab gets there, and here's where I'm getting confused, because I'm trying to piece everything back together, and I'm not sure if we got in the altercation, the scuffle, the physical scuffle, before I tried to get in the cab or after, because I tried to get in the cab, and the cab driver said, you know, no, you're not going, and he kicked me out of the cab, basically.
Why did he say that?
Yeah, here's the thing. I'm not sure if we had already got the physical altercation, or if maybe we were me and this kid were, you know, in a heated discussion yelling at each other, but the cab driver, either way, was like, no, you're not coming with me, you're staying. He drove off. But I cannot remember if it was after we got physical or before. I can't.
Okay.
Can't
But
remember.
but at some point you did get physical with this guy?
Yes.
Was it just one guy?
I think so. I remember I got hit. I got hit multiple times. My jaw is pretty sore. I know I got hit pretty good amount of times. And I remember it went down to the ground, and I'm not sure if somebody's kicking me, or I remember when I was getting hit, I was thinking there's multiple people kicking me. Because he was talking about, when we were in a heated argument, he was talking about his buddies and how they were going to throw a blanket party on me and they're going to stomp me down. And I don't know.
Tonight, just prior to
Yes.
the physical, he was making comments about his buddies taking care of him.
Yep, him and his buddies.
But you didn't see anybody else?
No, the only thing, I guess I got hit and I was kind of dazed, and I was getting hit and hit and hit. And it was in my mind that there was more than one person, but I don't remember looking up and seeing, I don't know if his girlfriend kicked me or if she was kicking me, or, hopefully there's surveillance or videotape. I'm not sure. It was in my mind that I was getting kicked by like 2 or 3 people and getting hit.
And when you're getting kicked, what position were you in?
I remember, I got punched, we kind of wrestled around. I want to say it went down to my knees. He was kind of down to his knees, uppercutting me.
Were you on top of him?
I'm not sure. I got hit. He whacked me pretty good. I was dazed and adrenaline and having a few drinks. It's just kind of a blur, I just remember getting hit and telling me, you guys need to get off me, or I'm going to stick you. I'm going to stick you. You guys need to get off me. And that's what I remember. That's it. Other than that, I remember him bleeding, and I remember seeing the blood trail and being kind of scared. I grabbed my cell phone. I think I took off running. I tried to call. I tried to call my boss, or I was dialing 911 and my phone died. It was one of those two, but my phone was gone. And then I walked clear to where I was found, probably 6-7 miles.
You walked all the way from Crest out to the trailer park?
Yeah, but yeah, I walked to the gas station right there close, and then talked to the gas station attendant. And
at which gas station?
It's on Addison. It's the last one going out of town.
Oh, the Oasis?
Yeah.
Right across from the old hospital?
Yeah, I talked to them about it. He said, holy hell, what happened to you? I talked to him, and there were some people that came in, and they offered to give me a ride, so they gave me a ride from there.
Okay. Now, you said you got in a scuffle with this guy. And were you guys exchanging punches?
I don't know that I punched him at all. I know that he punched me.
Okay.
He punched me, but I don't know that I punched him.
No, you said that that you were going to stick him. What did you mean by that?
I had my pocket knife, and I said, you need to get off me, or I'm gonna stab you, stick you, stab you. At this point, I didn't know how many freaking guys were hitting me. I was kind of scared, and I was dazed. That first hit about knocked me out. Yeah, I didn't.
Do you remember stabbing this guy at all?
I can't remember what position we were in when it happened. I can't remember if we were on the ground, if we were standing up. I can't remember the exact position.
But did you stab him?
Yes. Yeah, I did.
Do you know how many times you stabbed him?
I don't.
More than once?
I think
Twice?
I think so. I couldn't tell you the exact amount.
Is this cut, is that a result of?
I'm not sure how that happened. I could have stabbed myself. I could have landed on glass. I'm not sure.
Okay. So this altercation
Sure.
started as you were outside waiting for the cab, just talking to a girl.
Yes.
And he said something to you.
Yeah, he said something.
Do you remember what that was he said?
I don't.
Did he like immediately like challenge you after that, like come up and get in your face, or did you go over and confront him? Do you remember how that?
No, he said something. He said something. Said something negative, and I caught it and said, I can't even remember what I said. I just remember saying, "Oh, you're that kid, that." I said, "You're that fucker that said me and my buddy are gay together." Blah 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 blah. I remember you.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's the first thing that I said to him.
And then it just kind of escalated after that?
Yep.
But you don't remember if you had gotten into the cab before this or after this?
No, and see, that's where I'm getting blurry. I want to say that maybe we got physical, and the cab driver witnessed it, and I was getting in and he said no, or maybe we were still yelling at each other, and he said, no, I'm not taking it. That's the one thing that I'm really confused about. I'm not sure, why he would kick me out, or at what point in time it was that he decided that he didn't want to give me a ride. So.
You said that you noticed the blood, that he was bleeding.
Yes,
and
I did.
And that scared you.
It did, yes.
And that was that before or after you stabbed him?
That was after.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
But you don't recall maybe how many times you stabbed him?
I don't recall
where,
how many times.
Where you stabbed him?
I want to say in the back, maybe. I know that we were wrapped up, I think.
Like face to face?
Well, kind of like in a clinch. I don't know if he had a hold of me, if I had a hold of him, but I'm pretty sure it was.
Were you on the ground?
Yeah, see, I don't remember if I was on my knees or if we were standing up. That's the part that I don't remember, but I know it's either in the side or in the lower back area.
Okay, and you think it was more than once, but you're not sure?
I think so, yes. Mm-hmm.
Did you say anything else to him while this was going on, while the fight was going on, after you said, I'm going to stick you or stab you? Did you?
I just warned him, I just said, get off me or I'm going to stab you, I'm going to stick you. After he got up and I saw the blood.
Did you say anything to him at that point?
I think I said, oh, fuck, you're bleeding bad. And I think that's the last thing that I said.
Okay. And then where did you go after that? Which way did you leave?
I think
Cayde Crest. Do you remember?
I think I took off running, but I'm not sure.
Like through the parking lot, or through the dirt parking lot? Which direction?
I don't remember.
Okay.
At this point, my adrenaline's going so bad, it's just kind of.
Do you know if you headed towards Washington Street or towards?
I think so, and I was lost and delirious, and
okay.
It took me a while. I might have did zigzags the whole freaking way to the gas station.
Did you run the whole way to the gas station?
No, I walked.
How far did you run, you think, after this?
I think I ran for a little bit, maybe out of the parking lot, and then I started to walk, I think.
Did you walk straight down Washington? Or do you know which route you took? Do you know Washington Street?
Yes, I didn't walk straight down.
Did you go by Walmart at all? Or did you go?
I remember seeing Walmart, but
did you go by the college?
I think I went through part of the college, I think, at some point.
Like cut across the campus?
I think so, yes. I was kind of lost, and I wandered through some neighborhoods for a little bit. I wasn't sure where the hell I was going. And then eventually I found Martin Street, and from Martin I figured out where I was at.
Okay. So you'd never been in a fight with this guy before tonight? Did you know if he... do you know if he was like a violent guy?
I know that he had tried to start a fight before at the Pocket, and then his friends wanted to fight, and they told me they were going to wait for me in the parking lot. That's all I knew of him before that. Before the Pocket, I've seen him. Mm-hmm. I may have seen him at a party or something, but I've never talked to him. So I think my buddy Kate might know who he is better. But yeah. So.
Okay. Once you got to the gas station, did you get a ride from there?
Yes, I went in, got a bottle of water, and I got some cigarettes. And I talked to the gas station attendant, I told him what happened. And I'm telling him what happened, and as I'm telling him, there was a lady behind me standing in line, and she said, oh my God, blah, 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 can I give you a ride? And I said, sure, yeah, I'll take a ride. And she gave me a ride.
Just some random lady? Did you get her name or anything?
No.
Okay. And she took you right over to...
She took me to the trailer park.
To the trailer park?
Yep.
Okay. And then once you got over there, what did you do?
I went
Obviously,
in. and what happened. And
What did you tell him? Did you, like everything you just told me, or did you just say?
Everything I just told you.
What did he say? What was his response to you?
Well, he was just stunned, and I said I should probably call the police. You know, I stabbed the kid. He could be dead. You know, I don't know what his health condition is. I don't know if he's okay, but I told him I tried to call my boss. I tried to call him, and I know I was dialing 911 when my phone died. Just boom. And I had, you know, my phone didn't work until I got there. I had to plug it in. Otherwise, I would have called him for a ride.
So how long were you at the house before the police showed up?
I think I got there at 4, just before 4 o'clock, and I think you guys showed up at 6. I want to say 6.
So 2 hours or so before the police arrived. Okay.
Yeah, I plugged in my phone, and I texted my boss, and I told him what happened, because he was expecting me at work today at 6. I told him what happened, and then I fell asleep and passed out. I don't remember even falling asleep. I just remember sending him that text and then being out.
Do you need more water or anything?
Sure.
I'll be right back, okay?
Okay.
Sorry about that, I got sidetracked.
Oh, that's okay.
I got you some water here, though.
Thank you.
So, I just want to clarify something, because I don't know how many people are involved yet.
Okay.
Because you know, the way you kind of described this to me, I just want to make sure I got everybody involved.
Sure.
So, you said that when this fight was taking place, and you're kind of wrapped up with him or whatever, you said it felt like, or you thought maybe there was multiple people involved.
Yeah, well, you know, initially it was just me and him, I know that, but I got hit. You know, he hit me first. He whacked me. From there it's kind of a blur. I know at some point we went down to the ground. I remember, you know, he had me and it was like uppercuts. You know, I don't know if I got kicked in the ribs or something.
But you didn't actually see anybody else. You just
all I could
just
see
from
was
the blood.
All I could see was punches and black, basically. You know, I was.
Okay, but you didn't actually see anybody else, though.
No, he was just talking about his buddies, and you know they're going to give me blah 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 before anything even went down.
But you hadn't seen them.
No.
He was just sitting there with the girl.
It was him and the girl, and I don't know if some other people had made their way out, you know, while we were having our discussion, or if they were in the corner, or if they were waiting. You know, I'm not sure.
But you didn't actually see anybody, though.
No, I didn't see anybody else hitting me besides maybe his girlfriend might have kicked me in the ribs, or if somebody else may have.
But you're just basing that upon.
Yeah, when I got hit, I was, you know, I was at the ground and I was seeing the ground, folks. So,
now this guy, I think I touched on it a little bit before. Did you have any other knowledge of this guy or dealings with this guy other than the press box incident?
No, the pocket.
The pocket.
Yep, no, that's it. I've seen him. I know I've seen him before, but other than exchanging, you know, or talking, that's it.
Okay, so just the pocket was the only time.
Yep.
And that was a couple weeks ago.
Months, maybe a month ago.
Okay.
Yeah, weeks for sure. Yeah.
Okay. Now, okay, the knife. Which pocket did you have that in?
I think I always carry it in my right.
Your right pocket, just with the
clip. Yeah, inside my pocket.
Okay. Do you remember when you grabbed it out? Did you?
I don't remember. I don't remember grabbing it out.
Don't remember grabbing it? Do you remember
how you
were holding it?
I don't remember grabbing it out, opening it. I don't remember any of that, but I know I did it, if that makes sense.
At what point did you put it away? Do you remember putting it away?
I don't remember putting it away either. Obviously, it made it back, you know.
Right.
It made it back with me, but I don't remember putting it away, no.
Okay.
I don't remember what time I did that, or I don't know, with the adrenaline and everything going and getting clocked, it's kind of hard to remember. I mean, the whole walk back, I was trying to figure out, did I, the cab part, I couldn't figure that out. If we're already got physical, and the cab driver didn't want me in there, if it was before. That's the one thing that I'm totally unsure about. But I figured they might have surveillance cameras or something.
Yeah, I do know they have some video out there. I don't know exactly what they have at this point, but we're working on that. Okay, let me just double check and see if there's anything else we need to get from you tonight.
Okay.
For this. Just one more quick thing that I forgot. That might be able to help us out a little bit here.
Okay.
Now, after the fight, you guys the engagement kind of broke off a little bit. What was the other guy doing? Was he standing up? Was he? I mean, what was your impression of him?
Well, and this is where I'm confused, because I'm not sure if there was like two different scuffles, because of the cab. I'm not sure if we got in a scuffle. I tried to get in the cab, and the cab driver said, "Get the hell out of here," and then we went back at it, or if it was all one big, But as far as afterwards, I remember him walking away, and I saw the blood, and I said, "Holy shit!"
So he was like walking away from you?
Yes.
Like he turned around and walked away?
Yeah, he was saying, "I'll beat your ass," blah blah blah. And I said, "Dude, you're bleeding bad."
Was there anybody else around him? Did anybody run up to him?
I think the girl was around, his girlfriend or whoever he was with, that woman. Other than that, I'm not sure if there was more people outside or not.
Did anybody else try to stop you when you started to leave?
I'm not sure. He walked me, and it's pretty much blur from there. I don't even remember getting hit, but I know he hit me first. I mean, because I remember just telling him, "I don't want to fight. I don't want to fight." Smack, and that's when it went on. So.
Okay. But you don't remember somebody
I'm
trying
not
to stop you, grab you?
I'm not sure if they were trying to break us up, or if she was kicking me, or somebody's kicking me, or if yeah.
Okay.
I remember screaming at him as he's punching me and stuff, "Get off me, what the fuck was going on, blah, blah, blah." Didn't stop, and that's when I told him, "You need to get off me, or I'm going to stab one of you guys." I didn't know if it was him or 3 people, and they kept going, and yeah. So.
Okay. Do you need more water, or do you want some more?
Sure. If it's not too much trouble.
Yeah, I'll get you some drink.
Thank you.
Thanks for being patient with me.
Thank you.
So, sorry. So let me ask you this. When this fight ensued, and I think you told me before that he threw the first punch.
Yes.
Okay. And that's how you remember it, is him throwing the first punch.
Yep.
And then it just becomes a fight after that. Was there any point that you were able to, be able to break away from him, get away from him, move? Do you remember anything like that?
I don't think
Did you try to get away from him?
Yeah, I didn't want to fight.
Or did you engage him? Were you mad at him?
I was mad after I got hit, but I didn't want to fight, and I remember telling him, "I don't want to fight, I don't want to fight," as I'm getting hit. And even telling him beforehand that I didn't want to fight.
Do you remember punching him?
I don't think I did. I don't think I hit him. I don't think I punched him a single time.
Did you kick him or anything? Did you throw any blows at him to...
I remember just trying to get away. I think he had me in a headlock at one point, and I remember trying to pull his arms off. But I don't think that I hit him. I don't think that I did. I mean, it doesn't. I don't remember throwing any punches.
So
I just remember trying to get away.
You were trying to get away from him, but he had you around the neck,
Yeah, I was just getting hit.
and he was punching you.
Yeah.
Okay. And you don't remember throwing any punches his way? Yeah.
You know, it's possible that I could have after I got hit, but I don't remember. I remember getting hit a few times, and then immediately we got wrapped up, and it's like he had.
Yeah, and I'm not saying you did, but I'm just trying to.
Yeah, see,
I'm just trying to kind of get an idea of what you were thinking, what you were,
I just
what was
wanted,
going through your head.
Yeah, through my head, I just wanted to get away.
You were just trying to get away from him.
Yes.
At that point, after you got hit.
Yeah.
Okay, but you couldn't.
No.
Is that what you're saying?
Yeah, exactly.
Okay. So, at what point during this struggle, I mean, did you feel like your only choice to get away from this guy was to stab him?
After I told him that I didn't want to fight, and I told him to stop, and I told him I'm going to stab you if you don't stop.
Why stab him though? Why not?
Well, because nothing else was working.
Did you try some? What else did you try?
I tried to get away, physically, but
okay.
And through telling him, but it wasn't working. So.
Okay. So let me just ask you kind of so instead of saying, get off me or I'm going to stab you, why did you say get off me or I'm going to hit you or kick you or something like that? Why did you automatically?
Well, because I thought that might be a cue for him to, okay, this guy's got a knife, maybe I should get off of him.
But
because if I, we're in a fight. If I tell him, well, I'm going to punch you if you don't get off me, it's like, okay, well, what's he going to say? Okay, punch me then.
Right.
He's got control of me. So, yeah.
Okay. So
I just thought that might, and I was scared. And he'd been talking about his buddies, and I wasn't sure if they were going to come up and stomp on my head, And I wasn't sure if they were already. I know I got hit in the ribs, and I don't know if she kicked me or somebody kicked me. I didn't know if they were already there. So it was basically just I was scared, and I didn't want to fight. I was telling the kid, as he's hitting me, I don't want to fight, And it was just in desperation, I didn't know. I was scared. I didn't know if those boys was going to stomp my head in the ground and kill me, or if they were going to, I didn't know. So that was my act of desperation. I warned him several times, and it didn't stop him. So that's when I pulled it out.
Okay. And how long did it take after you started stabbing him for you guys to break apart? Was it immediate? Was it a couple minutes, or not a couple minutes, but was it?
It's kind of
after?
I know I stabbed him a couple times. More than once.
But once
it started happening.
Did you continue to stab him after he let go of you, or what?
I don't think no.
At what point did you stop stabbing him? I guess I should ask.
When I felt that he had let go of me, basically. That's when I stopped.
But you didn't go after him anymore.
I don't think so. No. But hopefully there's surveillance, because it'd be nice to be able to put it all back together. It's just with the combination of drinking and getting hit and adrenaline, it's hard to see everything exactly the way that it went. So.
All right. Hang tight for a minute.
Okay.
Listen, I appreciate you coming down here and talking to me. Sure. Okay. And obviously I do this for a living. I've been doing it for a while. And there's a lot of guys that come in here and sit in that chair and they try to feed me some kind of bullshit about what happened.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. And I want you to know that I don't know everything that happened in this case, but my impression of you at this point is that you're being honest and that you're telling me the truth about what happened. Okay. There's always going to be differences in people's stories, recollections, and stuff like that. I mean, that's just the way it is. But I appreciate you not bullshitting me on this and being honest with me. Okay. With that said, okay, there's just a couple things here that we're going to have to deal with, okay? First part is, okay, this guy, you know, you don't know how many times you stabbed him. Do you have any idea?
Multiple.
Multiple, okay.
I couldn't give you even a close number. I know more than once.
Okay. And that's kind of my issue with this incident that happened, is because of the number of times this guy was stabbed. Okay. You know, I don't have an exact count because the doctor, everything that's going on. Okay. But I mean, we're looking at 13, 14 times. Okay, which is a lot. Okay. You know, a couple times I can see, you know, once, twice, 3 times, but when you start getting 10, 11, 12, 13, I mean, that's a lot of times to stab somebody.
Okay.
Okay. And I understand, I mean, you told me what happened, why you did, and everything like that, but I got to look at everything involved here about what happened, okay? So the number of times this guy was stabbed is a concern to me, okay? The second thing here, and this is probably going to be the hardest part to deal with, okay, is this guy's died. Okay. That's the tough part. Okay.
No. Are you sure? No.
So there's I mean, it's gonna, I can't imagine, you know, this is a difficult situation for everybody involved, okay? But obviously there's some things that still need to be done, okay?
Okay.
On my end, you know, it's my job to gather all the information,
Okay.
put a case together, and the facts of what happened, you know, it all seems to come out in the end, okay? But like I said, these 2 issues, okay, the fact that he was stabbed so many times, and the fact that he's dead, okay, you know, it doesn't leave me with a lot of choice here as to what to do with you, okay? And you can probably understand that, right?
I understand.
Okay, so you're going to go to jail today.
Okay.
Okay. I don't know how long you're going to be in there. Okay. Like I said, there's a lot of things still that needs to be done. So don't count yourself out or anything like that. Okay.
Okay.
But this is the process at this point. According to the information I have, this is kind of what we need to do. Okay. So this is how it's going to go. Okay.
Okay.
You're welcome to talk to me anytime you want, okay? You know, any other questions come up, I'll try to give you as much information as I can. But, you know, obviously this is still under investigation. And some things are sensitive to that, okay? But an officer's going to come in here and take you over to the jail, okay? Do you have any questions? Anything I can do for you right now?
Is there any way that you could tell their family that sorry, I didn't want this to happen?
Yeah.
Is there any way, if you see him, if they're here, is there any way you could tell them that?
We'll pass that information on. Okay.
Okay.
Obviously, you know, it's a tragic incident that happened. We'll pass that information on to them.